Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning and welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Bill Allen, sitting in for Winston Chester this morning, and today is July the 3rd, right before the big weekend. We have a fantastic show lined up for you with a couple of very special guests and a lot of information that you're going to want to know. Let's start off with the weather today. No big surprise. It's 94 and the humidity's off the charts. So it's hot. It's dangerous out there. Hydrate and find as much shade as you can. Wind's going to be west at 10 to 15, and of course subject to being higher than that. But we have great tides all week. The high tide is this morning at 10:31 a.m. with the low at 9:34 p.m. And water temperature in Panama City is up around 87. We'll talk about the peak times a little bit later, but we want to look at the river readings right now. Apalachicola at Bluntstown is at 4.8 feet on a slow fall, and as you've seen in some of the pictures, and it's just people are wearing them out over there. It's a great time to be river fishing. Choctahatchee at Caryville is 1.8 feet, and believe it or not, falling. So it's extremely low. There's a lot of things sticking up and going to get worse that haven't been seen in a while. So be careful when you're running around the Choctahatchee. So yeah, we've got a couple of really special guests coming up, so stay tuned and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We have a lot of information for you today. Today's going to be concerning the Panama City Fishing Club and all that they've got going on, some great tournaments and things. And joining me to do that is a familiar face, Captain Brent Edwards.
Thanks,
and Brent,
Bill.
Hey, I'm going to let you introduce your guests and turn this first part over to you.
We got Courtney Armstrong. She's the youth director for the Panama City Fishing Club, and she's going to talk about our upcoming event for our youth.
So we have an exciting event coming up for the kids in Panama City and the surrounding areas. Our very first Youth Inshore Trash Can Slam. It's going to be a great fishing tournament on July the 20th on a Saturday. It will be held at Marina Landing. We will have anywhere from kids from 5 to 17, and of those ages, we'll have 4 different age groups. The divisions of fish that we'll have a redfish, a trout, a sheep's head, a trash fish, and then we'll have 1 Grand Slam winner.
Awesome. Yeah, you did a great job at that. We just want to talk about this is a family-oriented event, so we want to bring everybody out to the weigh-in event. It's going to start at 4 o'clock and end at 6 p.m. We're going to have awards. We got trophies to give out to the kids. Boat US donated some gift cards to all the winners. We have Craig Caldwell from Legendary Marine that's helped sponsor the event. Florida Water Sports has donated a lot of the prizes to the kids for lures, the tackle boxes, rods and reels. And the print shop has got all of our printing done for everything as far as our t-shirts go, to flyers, posters, what we've been putting out, all of our digital imagery artwork. So we just want to give everybody a thanks for all the support in the community.
You know, it's these things are tremendous, and we talk about constantly, getting kids out fishing, getting them involved in these kind of things. And Courtney, how do you sign up for this? Where do they go? What do you do?
Yes, we have a registration form on the website, PanamaCityFishingClub.com. There'll be a link for the registration form. You can also, if you have any issues, if you can call any of us if you need assistance as well.
Okay.
We'll also have we have some boat captains that have donated their time and their vessels to take a few selected children with an adult for the fishing trip.
So if you have a kid that wants to be involved with the tournament and you're looking for a boat to get on, we do have some guides that are available that have donated their time and taken off that day to give back to the community.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
It is.
And is this the first time that you've done this? It's not, right?
No, this is not our first tournament, but our first youth tournament.
First youth tournament. Well, yeah, that's what I was.
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I was referring to. Yeah.
This was actually her idea. She came to me a little under a year ago, and we had talked about everything for the event, and we tried to plan it last November 4th. It actually got turned around a little bit with last year's
A lot of things got turned around last year. Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure we put it together this year, and we decided to put it in the summertime, so that way we could get it away from the hurricane season and hopefully not have any kind of issues with the interference. So real happy to put it on. She's been a big help to having on board as a team member, especially the youth program, because a lot of us guys, we forget to want to focus on the kids, and having a woman's aspect and having a woman's help is a lot easier. So
yeah, smarter, more organized, and better looking. You just left that part.
Definitely more organized.
A lot easier to work with. A lot easier to work with.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's tremendous. I mean, like I said, trying to get the youth involved in, the more interest we have in the water and fishing, the more conservation, the more licenses that are involved, everything that supports it. It also gives kids a tremendous opportunity to do something besides roaming around and getting in trouble. A hobby is a great thing. A hobby is a great thing. And how late do you have before you can register? Is it right up to the beginning, or do you have a cutoff?
It's basically right before the tournament. Anybody can register.
Okay. And as far as boats go, do you have enough captains, you think, at this point, enough people willing to
I would say we never have enough.
Yeah.
So if anybody wanted to join, as far as the captain goes, we'd be willing to take on anybody else, because it's not real hard to find some people that are in need of a boat to fish the event.
No.
And if any captains are willing to, donate their time, we would gladly appreciate that.
And they can contact either one of you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can contact
Absolutely.
us on our website. You can contact us through Facebook. We actually have the Panama City Fishing Forum, which we do all of our advertisements, about 18,000 members or 19,000 members on that Facebook page.
Really?
Yes, sir. And we've advertised all of our events for the past 5 years. And so that's been a really good social media outlet for us.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, guys, so you've heard it now. You're out there. I know a lot of you watch the show. It's a great place. It's July the 20th, and if you want to get involved in this, I'm sure with either sponsorship or offering your boat, contact these guys, and it's a very worthwhile cause and a great thing to do. So we're going to take this break and come right back. Brent's got some pictures, and we're going to talk about some other things going on. All right, welcome back. Let's revisit the youth trash can slam again. But is there a cost involved with this for the participants? Or?
Yes, there's a $15 registration fee for each participant, and all of our proceeds are actually going to be benefiting the Combos for Kids charity.
Okay, fantastic. Fantastic.
That's how we basically raise money throughout the year. We've given out 112 combos, 112 tackle boxes this past year for Christmas. We've given out 30 or 40 rods and reels at the boat show this past year that we bought. We just raise money through the club. That's how we go out and we give back to our community that way.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. And this is not the only thing you guys do, right?
No, sir. We have a Kingfish tournament coming up this year, September 21st. It's going to be from 4 to 6, and that's the weigh-in times. Last year we had the event at Watson's Bayou. It was a pretty good turnout. We had 8 boats within 3 weeks of planning. This year we're changing the location. We're going to move over to Treasure Island, and it's going to be held at Treasure Island Marina on the beach, and the tournament will be the same weigh-in times from 4 to 6. We'll have awards this year. We're going to do the same kind of payout. I'm going to raise up $1,500 guaranteed prize money before the event starts. And we just want all the boats to come out. Registration will be the same. If you're a non-member of the club, you'll have to pay the membership fee to get involved with the tournament. But other than that, if you're a club member, you'll just pay the event fee. We're going to try to make it a big one and bigger and better each year. So
What is the club membership?
It's $75 for a single membership, or $175 or $125 for a family membership.
Okay.
Family covers anybody in the household under 18.
All right, fantastic. You have some pictures to share with us on some of this?
We do. We have the winner. He's the winning Kingfish tournament holder. His name is Clarence Ryfield. Him and his team won $4,000 last year for the first place payout, biggest king. Then we have a first place Wahoo winner. I think they got the CETO membership. They got the Mojo Sports Bag giveaway that was valued like $400 worth of stuff. We also gave some different prizes to other winners that participated in the events, like Rich Johnson from Golf Marine gave us a boat package for one of the winners. We also had a detail from Chris Davis from Davis Marine Detailing. We just tried to raise a bunch of prizes for everybody and make sure that everybody walked away with something.
Sure.
So
Sure.
it's a great event to attend this year, so make sure you guys register before the 21st. Our captain's meeting will be held on the 19th, I believe, and that's going to be at Florida Water Sports. So you guys come on down and see us.
Fantastic. And all the weigh-ins, that information is on the website, right? So
Yes,
they
sir.
can go there and get anything that they need, right?
On our website, and we also post on the Panama City Fishing Forum. So, like I said, 19,000 people can see that kind of stuff.
Sure.
We do it at the Mexico Beach Fishing Forum, Apalachicola Fishing Forum, Destin, and all these places you can register to fish the tournament and actually go out of the bay in. We don't make you come to Bay County and come out of our bay.
Yeah.
You can come to any of those two bays outside of ours.
Oh, great.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. And, it's, of course, I do the redfish tournaments and those kind of things a lot, but if you find out about these things and show up for these weigh-ins, and it's growing in popularity, you see more and more people coming out, and it's a lot of fun. You don't necessarily have to, be involved in the tournament to come to the weigh-in, but just come and, come and see the fish, come and talk to the guides, to the captains, to the people who, to fish these tournaments. It's a wealth of information, but it's just a lot of fun.
It is. She attended the first third grouper snapper and beeliner tournament this past weekend, and that was held at Marina Landing, the same place that our youth tournament is going to be held at. Mm-hmm. And it was a pretty good turnout. It was just a friends club, bunch of people talking crap to each other, having fun, no competition, not high dollar payouts or anything like that.
But always competition, right?
Friendly competition.
Forget about the payout. Bragging rights, that's worth more than that.
Yes, sir. It was all about the bragging rights for sure. So.
And I imagine that went pretty well.
It did. We had the kids come out and fish the tournament. We had 3 boys weigh in a fish with 20 seconds left before the scales were
That
closing.
was my son. Yes. It was pretty exciting.
He used all his time.
He did that.
yes.
I'd say so.
They maxed it out. It was a shotgun finish at the end, and it didn't happen like this, but this is about what I imagined. The guy backed in the dock, threw his boat ropes around the pilings, and walked off the dock with the fish in his hand with 20 seconds left to go. Mm-hmm. That's what it was about. They weighed their fish in. The boys did really well. The team that they fished on had women and boys on board. They weighed some 14 or 15 pound gag. They had some nice scamp groupers. They had a really good day. So that's what it's all about. Who cares about the guys, the older adults winning? It was more about the youth getting involved with the tournaments and experiencing something like that.
Amen. That's why I'm so excited about this. This is the youth inshore. Those kind of things I just absolutely love. And you spend a lot of time offshore, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's hot.
It's very hot when it's no wind and flat. It's a very hot day.
Mm-hmm. But the fishing's hot as well, right?
Sometimes the fishing's really hot offshore when it's flat, but I enjoy the days where it's a little bit rougher, maybe a 1 to 2 foot seas. Mm-hmm. Seem to me the bite on the bottom is a lot better, but also the bite on the top's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So I enjoy top water and bottom fishing.
Yeah. Very good. All right, we're going to go ahead, take this break, and come back for the final segment. Okay, welcome back. Let's go ahead and look at the peak times for today. The solar lunar activity is very high. It's because we have these strong tides. You know, we have 2 foot tides plus this whole week, and one of the major times was going to be 6:33 to 8:33. And the other at 1:43 p.m. to 3:43 p.m. So, you know, later in the afternoon, early in the morning, when we get those kind of tides, that's in this weather, that's a great thing to do. And Winston and I had talked about this the other day, and I was going to mention it. If you haven't experienced on some of the, you know, once the sun goes down, you know, the wind usually settles a little bit, and on some of these clear nights when the tides are right, like this week for later, trout fishing, the flats or red fishing with top water at night with a little bit of moon. I mean, that's one of the one. It's not nearly as hot, but it is a blast to have something blow you up in the night when you can't see it that well, and it's a lot of fun. And something I started several years ago, and it is an absolute blast. So the other thing I want to remind you of, that I don't have to remind you, that tomorrow is the 4th of July, and there are going to be a lot of boats on the water, and especially people watching the fireworks. And if you've never experienced it from the water, it's great, but it also gets a little bit on the dicey side when everybody starts to leave at one time heading to the landing. So I just urge you to be careful. Have a designated driver if you're so inclined, you know, even on the water, because a lot of boats like that and a lot of people, it can be so much fun, but it can get a little out of hand if somebody's a little unsteady behind the wheel. And you can bet that the FWC and the Coast Guard, and I support this 100%, are going to be out in force just the way they were the Memorial Day weekend. I know several people that were pulled over and checked, and you know, I support that 100%.
Yes, sir.
And it's dangerous out there if you're a little bit impaired. So just please remember that. Go out and have a great time. It's a blast to take your family out on the water. Just be aware and don't be in a hurry. There's no reason to be moving that fast. So now that the public service announcement, Bill's public service announcement is done, let's swing back around and recap, because I'm so excited about this Youth Inshore tournament.
Yes, we are. Yes, so it's going to be held on July the 20th on a Saturday at Marina Landing. Our weigh-in is actually going to be start at 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and the award ceremony will be from 5 to 6. We will have 4 different age groups, starting from 5 years old to 17, and 4 divisions of fish. We'll have redfish, trout, a sheep's head, a trash fish, and then a Grand Slam winner. There'll be a first prize winner for each age group and for each fish category. We're also going to have some really good raffle items that we'll have at the weigh-in. We've got amazing sponsors that have just donated so many things for this event, including Legendary Marine, West Marine, Florida Water Sports, and the Print Shop. If you want to register, go to PanamaCityFishingClub.com. There is a $15 registration fee, and all of the benefits, proceeds will benefit our Combos for Kids charity.
Fantastic. And this is wide open, right? It's live bait, artificials, anything you can do except net them, right?
Yes, sir. This is actually from land or by boat also, because we know not everybody has a boat, and we obviously don't have a million boats out there donating their time just right now. Maybe after this show we will. So, but yes.
Hey, good. That's important. I mean, I still wade fish a lot, because there are certain places you go that I just get out of the boat and I go, because you cover water a lot more thoroughly. But you get your kids out on a dock, on the pier, or at the marina or something like that. They can get involved with this without being on a boat. So it's literally doesn't discriminate anywhere here. And that's what's great. You can get involved in several different ways.
Land, boat, sunrise is when we're starting the tournament. So, a lot of people like to wade in the early mornings. So you get out there to your nice first honey hole and start casting away. Hopefully the fish will start migrating your way, and before you know it, you may catch a nice red or trout on the flats and come weigh your fish in, at the weigh-in event. So.
Fantastic. Give me a little bit, we don't have a whole lot of time left. Talk a little bit about the background of Panama City Fishing Club.
We started 5 years ago in the house of one of our club members, and he's still a club member today with us. Wilson Thomas is, thank you for letting us start the club in your house. I became president of the club when we first started. We have taken out almost 100 vets in 5 years and paid for their way by raising money throughout other businesses in the area and people donating their money to pay for the vet to go out. We've also, like I said, given our combos, 500 combos maybe in the 5 years we've been in business. We also wrote a $1,000 check to the Anchorage Children's Home through our club by raising money through our community. So we do a lot of good stuff. We have a reef program. Courtney's come on board with our youth director, helped our youth program out a whole lot. So like I said, each year we're getting stronger and better with everything that we do with the community, and that's been my goal ever since we started.
Yeah. Listen, if you're looking for something to support, this is something you really need to check out. I mean, this is just a bunch of local people who got together, wanted to support what they love as far as fishing, but also, for the youth, getting the youth involved, and the veterans, taking these people on trips that normally couldn't go, providing things for them to fish with, the number of things that you've given away. You need to go right now and look at them on Facebook or on their website right here and see what you can do to support them. Thanks, guys, for coming in. It's been fun. Have a safe holiday weekend, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.